Shalom. Kahalo Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom and salutations and double honors. They rule well. The great Salakia, the elder apostles, um, the bishops, the elders, prophets, and teachers of Great Millstone. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. My name is Yahalon, and I'm back again with another video, and I pray that you be edified with it. And I'm going to entitle this, The Lord Hates, or Yahweh Hates. I got inspiration for this. I'm watching a series, a small series about on Netflix called The Life of Moses. And I thought it was a good piece, even though, they don't have the true depiction of who the Israelites are in that time. I thought it was a good piece. They, kind of stayed stuck with the script as far as what's in the scriptures, but it was the so-called doctors and rabbis and teachers that's also in the documentary, and these are majority of them. I only seen one Jake, but majority of them are all Gentiles. Just by the look of them, they all Gentiles, especially for how they speak about the scriptures. You could tell that they don't know the scriptures, and what made me upset was is that I would pull it up, but I don't want to get any kind of strikes or anything like that using a YouTube video to make my point. So I just decided to just come out and just do some scriptures about it. But I think he was a Moabite, and he talked about he's also a teacher too. And he said he looked like children, looked like a mole in a sense too. But anyway, they talked about the Passover and how well, no, it was this dude was an Edomite, and they talked about the Passover, and they talked about how Pharaoh and his army followed after Moses and the Israelites into the Red Sea, and the Lord allowed the Red Sea to crush the Egyptians, and he said his daughter said to him, why would the Most High do that when we are all His people? And yes, the Lord made all of us, but we're not all His people. Let's get a scripture on that real quick. Because scriptures clearly tell you who is the Lord's people. Okay, then do it like this then. Do it like this. Do it like that. So here's the scripture, Exodus 9:1, and it reads, Then Yahweh said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith Yahweh thy power of the Hebrews. Not everybody, not all peoples, the Hebrews. Let my people go, and that they may serve me. So, this not for everybody. Leviticus 26:12. And I will walk among you, and will be your power, and ye shall be my people. So who is he talking about? Is he talking about everybody in Leviticus? Is he talking about the whole world in Leviticus? No, he's only talking about the children of Israel. Um, oh, shucks. Uh, let's see. I got another scripture on how the Lord feels about how the Lord feels about the other nations. Hold on. Um, let's see here. It's not. I'm looking for. It's like it bit me for a second. Okay, so this is Second Esdras 6:56, and it reads. Matter of fact, I'm reading it from my phone. Let me just get it for you right here. Second Esdras 6:56. And it reads, As for the other people, who's the other people? The heathen nations that are not Israelites, the Gentile nations that are not Israelites, because we understand and know that when you do the history in the Old Testament and the Apocrypha, even to this day, that the Israelites were also considered heathens because they were scattered all around the world and they took on the customs of the heathens. So there was a no people who followed the heathen nations and was considered to the other Israelites who did keep the law, statutes, and commandments and kept up with the heritage and the language and the laws, and Salah and everything else that consists of being an Israelite. They considered the ones who were scattered in generation after generation that did not follow the customs anymore, Gentiles. And as Second Ezra 6 verse 56 reads, As for the people which are also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing. So this little girl on there and her father, you need to understand this is what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah says about the rest of the people. But like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So you other nations ain't shit to the Lord at all. You're nothing. Um, so with that, let's get some scripture. Well, I was already pulling up scriptures, but the scriptures that I had set up, let's get them. Malachi 1:3, and it reads, And I hated Esau. How are these people reading, or how are these people studying the Bible or studying Moses or study the scriptures, and you never read Malachi 1:3? And that's in the Old Testament. That's not the New Testament. That's the Old Testament. And it says, And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So how is that? How would they? You it's almost like you're cherry picking the scriptures to make them fit the narrative you want them to fit, because we know you like to change your narrative a lot. You like to move the goalposts. Um, Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Who's Mount Seir? Mount Seir is the Edomites. And prophesied against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh thy power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. That sounds like he has a dislike for somebody if he's against you. What's the saying? You either with me or against me. You either friend or foe, right? Um, Romans 9 and 13, and it reads, "And as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." So again, I'm giving you same the scripture that I kind of gave you in Malachi, that the Lord hates. And who does he hate? He hates Esau. Why didn't he speak about that? I just kept hearing it, kind of made me upset a little bit. But I just kept hearing these so-called studied teachers, learned teachers, speak about how God's supposed to love and He doesn't hate, and everybody's God's people, so He's supposed to love everybody. Deuteronomy 21 and 15. If a man have two wives, one beloved and another hated, and they have borne him children, both the beloved and the hated, and the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be, when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he hath, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn, because the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn. So, and this is how the Yahushua feels about, this is how Yahweh Bashem Yahushua feels about us, because Israel is his firstborn. Let's get a scripture on that. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So the Lord is considered us as his son to inherit, and being his firstborn to inherit. Let's get another scripture. Uh, 14. 14 and 26. And it reads, If any man come to me and hate not his father, it's Yahweh speaking, listen up, listen good. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, ye cannot be my disciple. This is a characteristic you must have, even without you knowing. And I know a lot of brothers possess that mentality. Shit, hell, I possess that mentality, man. I don't even like human. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even like human beings. To be honest with you, they all get on my nerves. But I tolerate them because we're supposed to live peaceful with every man, as the scriptures say. So I'm saying that to say that these people that speak as if they know the scriptures, they don't know the scriptures. They just say what they want to say, spreading more lies as they have been doing. And that's what I think I got angry about, is that they out there spreading lies and ish. Psalms 11 verse 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked, Salakia. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and the horrible tempest that's like a bad storm, that shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous, Yahweh loveth righteousness, his countenance doeth behold the upright. So when the scriptures talk about he's not upright, he's talking about Esau, because the opposite of not being upright is the opposite of upright is not upright, and the not upright is Esau, because Jacob and Esau are the opposites of each other. Let's get Job. Job 5 and 17, and it reads, Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou chastising of the Almighty. So, I do, man. I start to laugh and chuckle a little bit when I know that I'm going through things, because I know and understand, again, that the Most High controls everything. And if anything is happening, it's because this is what He wants. So you learn to deal with it, and you praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, even when it's not going the way you want it to. That's what you knucklehead cats don't get. You get all into your feelings about things, and then if you got taught the right way, you still wouldn't want to pay attention. You goofies. Psalms 94 and 12, and it reads, Blessed is the man whom thou chastiseth, O Lord, and teacheth him out of thy law. And that's what's going to separate you. You're going to be into the Lord's statutes and commandments of the Most High. You're going to be doing the best that you can to do this work, and also to follow these Lord's statutes and commandments. It's essential that you do these things. Being a man, claiming to be a man of the Lord, There's levels to everything, but you find out where you fit in that, and you do your job to the best of your ability. Sirach 15 and 13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not. So we're trying to become one with what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, how He thinks and how He moves. And the only way you can do that is you have to be taught, number one. But first, I'm a Salakia. You have to first fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Then you have to be taught. And it has to be through the man of the Lord. Psalms 2 and 5, and it reads, Then shalt thou understand the fear of Yahweh, and find the knowledge of the Most High. So these scriptures go together very well, as they're supposed to. And I'm just very grateful and thankful to Wada Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, that I'm able to understand what I understand, and I ask the Lord to never take this away from me. And I continue to keep going until He stops my breath. Last scripture I got, Ephesians 5 and 21, and it reads, Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto Yahweh. Now, one more scripture. One more scripture. What's that? Psalms 111. Psalms 111 and 10, I think. Okay, yeah. Psalms 111 and 10, and it reads, The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and a good understanding have all they that do His commandments. His praise endureth forever. So with that, I feel like I proved my point, and that was definitely through the Spirit. And I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Radash, Shalom, and salutations and double honors again to the men of Great Millstone, where I learned this truth from. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. And with that, I'm going to say, Shalom.